Ooh, full of Christmas joy and a bit of fun, I hope.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we were hoping to achieve anything more than you go in and have a great time for a couple of hours and go out and get into the spirit of Christmas. I think that's what we've tried, and I think that's what A Christmas Carol does. I think underneath it all, maybe there's something else you can take away about being a human being in this life, but it's, I think it was a joyous, fun piece. It was a great thing to make, wasn't it? It was a real roller coaster, fun ride that we had, and I think that's come out in the end film. Was that Charles Dickens is a better man than most. You know, it's like that's that's what he set out to do, and he did it in a way that wasn't kind of preaching or making you feel like you were going to burn in hell for not doing it or anything. He asks a very little thing of you. He asks you to lighten the burden of another. That's the theme of Dickens's life. If you look at everything he's done, and we use that quote in the film, as you know, and I think that's my takeaway from it. You know, I probably went in and went, this is great comedy, I'm really enjoying it, and then actually made me think about it a little bit more, and that's my takeaway from it.
Yeah, I mean, and also to look afresh at a great author, somebody who's often you're taught to sort of regard as on a pedestal, and to take a slightly kind of irreverent look at them and realise their humanity and the sense of great humour and comedy, and also great pathos and tragedy. It's a fun dynamic to play with. It was great.
It was terrible. No, it was fantastic.
He's an amazing man, and yeah, he turned 87 on our set, and is sharp as anything, and just so, has a real wit and sparkle about him, which is completely in his Scrooge, and made the dynamic with Dickens and Scrooge and that sort of that love-hate relationship that they had, or have, or I don't know.
I mean, it's hard to believe that he's never played Scrooge before, because I think he just now is going to be the Scrooge of Scrooges, if you ask me. He completely cracks it, and I think it's because he brings this naughty boy quality that Christopher's had, which is why I think he's still working. Somewhere behind him, he's got this little gleam in his eye, and you can see it happening with him. And his Scrooge is just fun to be around.
Yeah, and there's something so mischievous about the creation of Scrooge anyway, that this is so... He's like the ultimate archetype of the sort of curmudgeon, the sort of greedy miser, and that role itself has transcended the book even. And so I think, to have come up with that character, Dickens must have been pretty pleased with himself, I think.
Yeah. High-fiving himself.
It's just awesome.
Across the table.
It's like, oh, I've cracked it.
I've done it, man. This is it. This is going to be big.
This is going to be huge. Well, I think it's just that, isn't it? It's sort of, looking around, looking beyond your immediate bubble, and, having an appreciation of the world around you, and especially if you are in a position of privilege and wealth, as many of us are in the West, or, in our cities or whatever, our towns, and I don't know, just to at least once a year look around you.
Yeah, I mean, there's always someone worse off than you, and it's just to remember that. It's not, just look around and appreciate what you've got, and then give back a little bit. Oh, yes.
Well, I mean, every Christmas Eve, I make sure we sit down and watch the Muppet Christmas Carol, which is that's a big fixture in our household. What about you, Barrett?
Oh, well, we have a barbecue, because we go back to Australia every year. So the Christmas barbecue is a big tradition in my family.
You missed that bit in the Christmas Carol.
That's right.
It's in there.
It's there.
Do I have any non-profits that I'm very
any charities that you work with?
The JDRF, which is the Junior Diabetes Research Fellowship Foundation. Sorry.
Well, I work with a few refugee charities back in London, which I kind of work on and have a little connection with. But that's about it.
Hey, Vali here. Did you like the video? Did you know it was based on a book? Hollywood often turns to novels and non-fiction books for movie ideas, but sometimes the films are so popular that they overshadow their source material. Here are some famous movies you might not know were based on books. Die Hard was based on the book Nothing Lasts Forever by Roderick Thorp. Full Metal Jacket was based on The Short Timers by Gustav Hasford. The There Will Be Blood story was taken from Oil by Upton Sinclair. Ben Affleck's The Town was based on the book Prince of Thieves by Chuck Hogan. What's your favorite movie based on a book? Let me know in the comments below and see you next time. Bye bye.